Hi, it's Gayleen, and I am going to show you how I do a live class. This is the handout that you got. This is your handout. You'll need to print that off because at every appointment I use my handout. And the first thing I do is I say hi and welcome them, and I have some chat with them, and I get to know them a little bit. I said, tell me about you. Tell me about, what kind of family did you grow up in? What did your parents do? What kind of work have you done in your life? Got kids? Tell me about your kids. Hubby, what's he working on? Significant other. And we kind of have a chit-chat, so I get to know people. And then I say, we're just going to go through real quick here some skincare. It doesn't take very long. At home, if you were to do the whole system I'm going to show you, it would take you probably 1 minute to wash your face, 1 minute to put on fast color, and 3 minutes to put on a look like a whole eye look, cheeks and lips. So if there was one thing about your skin, or a few things about your skin, what are the issues that you might be having? A lot of women are going to say the monthly breakout, and if they don't say it, I say to them, do you get that monthly breakout? And they go, yeah, I hate that. And I say, yeah, I understand. It's like walking around with a billboard on your face. Guess what time of the month it is? Some people are going to say lines and wrinkles. Other people are going to say, oh, really dry. Other people are going to say, I've got so many blemishes, I want to get rid of them. And so they're going to tell you some of their issues, and if they kind of can't come up with anything, I just ask them those kind of issues. Any problem with, lines and wrinkles, soft and smooth, does your color flake off at lunchtime, those sorts of things. And so they'll say, yeah. And so they're interested. You've got to connect the dot of why would they want to do this. If you can show everybody and you can sell nobody. If you haven't connected the dot first on why they might be interested, they're not going to get interested. So you've got to find what is the problem, fix a problem, and you'll have people who are customers for a lifetime. Okay, so I work with the hand. I say, is it okay then if we could just go ahead? I'm going to explain something to you, how the product works by a picture, and then I'm going to show you on the back of your hand so you get how it feels and kind of the flow and everything. And then we're just going to go over to the sink and we're going to do it super real quick. Are you okay with that? And they say yes. I say great. So this is your hand. So I have them lift up your hand. So on this picture, we're going to talk about there's 5 steps to great skin. So on your hand, there's 5 steps to great skin. And they go, okay. And I said, there's 5 steps, and I'm going to show you the 5 steps of how you get great skin. And let's pretend that your hand is this part of your hand over top is the surface of your face. So let's pretend these are your pores in your face, and you might have some blackheads, you might have some whiteheads. The more pores you have, the more pushed apart, the bigger your pores are going to look on your face. And they go, oh yeah, oh I don't like that. I said, would you like to get rid of that? And they go, uh-huh. And I said, guess what? You're going to not even believe this is possible, but we're going to do it today. We're going to get rid of a bunch of those. And they go, yeah, right, is what they're thinking in their head. They don't say, yeah, right. I say, so let me quickly explain. So this is the surface of your skin. What happens is, if you're not doing skincare with 5 steps in it, and that's using a cleanser, a mask, freshener, moisturizer, and a foundation, or if you're mixing different lines together, you're not actually getting the benefit that you want. So if you want to get really great results, you want to stick to one line, and you want to use the 5 steps. Okay, so let's pretend if you drew a line right across here, and I give them one of these, and I say, just draw a line across there. Okay, so let's say that is a little barrier. So what happens with your skin is it wants to exfoliate. A skin cell lives 21 days. And so it wants to get off your face when it's dead. So it can do lots of things. It can flake off with your color. That's why you can't keep your color on, because you've got all these dead skin cells randomly flaking off when they feel like it. Or you can do it on a regular basis. And I'm going to show you the advantage of doing it on a regular basis. Some of the ones that don't flake off, they push down into the pores, and if you get any breakout, what that is stuff plugging up your pores, and then bacteria getting in there, and it's getting all nasty, and it's forming these little consistent breakout. That's why 21 days usually to clean up breakout too on your face. So if you've got breakout today, it's going to look better when we're done. However, it's going to take 21 days for any breakout to go through its full cycle. So our job is to clean out all these pores, push everything to the curb. I say push the garbage to the curb, and then when you wash your face in the morning, you wash your face at night, it's going to take off all those products, okay, or all that junk in your pores. So we start with a cleanser, a mask, and a freshener. A lot of people go, I don't have time for that. The good news is, every day of the week, Monday through Sunday, a whole week, morning and night, morning and night, you wash your face with the cleanser. It has a cleanser, a mask, and a freshener in it. So it is going to daily train your skin to flake off and get it all cleaned off twice a day. It's going to break that little, you know, that little line I had you draw. That actually becomes like a little bit of oil mixes with that and becomes like a cap over top of every one of your pores, and nothing can get out unless you're using a masking function and a freshening function. So that's why the mask and the freshener are part of the skincare. Yeah, part of the cleanser. It's quick, it's fast, it's easy. I'm going to suggest, and I don't have, yeah, right here. You use a full mask twice a week. And yes, it takes a little while. You have to let it sit for about 10 to 15, 20 minutes, depending on what your skin type is. And I'll move that down so it's not irritating you. It would irritate me if I was watching it. Okay, and so the charcoal mask is really going to, it's like a magnet, and it just, or a Dyson vacuum. If you've never had a Dyson, they're incredible. It just sucks everything out of the pores twice a week, okay? And that's how you're going to really get those blackheads nice and cleaned out. And then the cleanser also has a freshening function in it. And what that does is it gets your pH back and just gets your skin back to the way it likes to be in order to work properly. Okay, so in our basic skincare, the cleanser is doing the first 3 steps. The moisturizer. If you've got your pores and you're working with a cleanser and a masking function twice a week, you are going to have your pores all cleaned out. What happens is then the moisturizer seeps down and works at this level. Whole big difference on, you know, if it's sitting on top of your skin and that's like a piece of saran wrap, it's not getting it down. It's just working on all that dead gunk that's sitting on the surface of your skin. When it seeps down, you start to get, you know, a lot of women go, I don't know about moisturizer. I don't think I need it, blah, you know, blah, blah, blah. Yak, yak, yak. And yeah, actually you do. Your skin needs to hydrate itself. And so you want to be adding a moisturizer in. And then your CC cream is going to be your foundation step. And what does that do? Well, it just does a whole bunch of things. It makes like a little screen door sitting over top of your face. That's a reorder coming in. I know that. Okay, so that is, well, there, now, okay, it's everything's quit talking here now. Okay, so this is like a screen door, and it's going to sit on your skin. Everything that goes onto your skin during the day, you know, your hands are oily, greasy, dirty, filthy, the environment's banging, free radicals are popping off your face and banging out into the atmosphere, and so your face is being assaulted day and night. You know, you can pretty much cover from here down. This face is going with you the rest of its life, and so you want to keep it looking as good as you possibly can. You cannot get a face transplant, you know, and you can't cover it up. So you want to make sure you keep that skin looking great, but you also want it to feel great. It's just wonderful having skin that feels great. Okay, so this is going to be the screen door. Everything sits on there, so when you wash your face at bedtime, off it all comes, goes down the drain, nothing goes into your pores. That's how you have great looking skin, and that's how you have younger looking skin. Okay, so we're at the appointments. We've discussed that. You get that, she gets that. Is anti-aging, are you interested in anti-aging? Yes, I am. Okay, you can have your skin either look like a grape or a raisin or a grape. Would you prefer to have nice, plump, smooth looking skin, or would you like to have dry, wrinkled up skin? Well, I want to have a grape, thank you very much. An eraser, what does an eraser do? We don't have an eraser, but our skincare is like an eraser, and what it does is it goes in, and I have an eraser actually, I say it just goes in and it erases past damage, and it also prevents future damage, okay? So that's the function. The second function is to be like an eraser. I used to have a great big brown spot caused by laying in the skin. When I was growing up, everybody put baby oil on and then went out in the skin and fried themselves to death. You know, it was awful. Anyway, lots of damage. And so I had a great big brown spot here. And by using the day-night with the skincare, I completely got rid of that. Okay, so that's going to fix past damage, and it's going to help to prevent future damage. The other thing is, do you want your skin to be elastic like this? Or you want it to be like a pair of, you know, panties or a bra where all the elastic's shot, and you know how it can't stay in one place and it's falling down and it's horrible. So what happens is your skin also is the same way. If you don't keep that elastin in your skin working, like this, it is going to just get saggy, droopy. And so this prevents the saggy, droopy business. Okay, so that is the day-night. if I want to put most people on, if they are, I want to put them, if they're 20 and over, I want to put them on a Miracle Step. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to show them. And they're going to have an option if they choose to purchase at this appointment. Oh, by the way, the next page, page 4, has all the instructions, what you're doing here, so they can just take that home and read those. This is going to show them how to put a concealer on. And then they're going to have some optional products that we're going to put in the mix. An eye makeup remover, a mascara, and under eye concealing, because a lot of women need some concealing underneath their eyes. And then they're going to have an opportunity to have, at their second appointment where you talk about color, they can actually earn some free product. Okay, so you notice my hand's black here. So what did I do? I took the mascara tube and a demonstrator mascara wand. I took the lid off there, stuck this into the mascara tube, like, I'll just put this over here, like there. How come when you put things where you're supposed to? I just stuck this into the tube, and I got out all this mascara and I put it on the back of my hand. And I did that for a reason, because I want to show everybody how our eye makeup remover works. Let's say I was your customer and I came in. We are not taking off this eye makeup at the first appointment because we're not putting any color back on, okay? You got to remember that. So if I came in at the first appointment, I have taken our eyeliner pen, or an eyeliner, and right here, I've taken a full-size eyeliner, I mark it as a demo, and I just drew a heart and I let it dry on my skin, and I took some of that black mascara and put it on the back of my hand like that. Why did I do that? Because I want to show everybody, because they're not going to take off any eye makeup they have on at their first appointment. So I'm just going to show everybody how it works. And you can pass this, can only be used for hands. You can't use it a full-size one for demoing on the eyes anyway. You can only use a demo size. You can pass it to her. She could have her draw this on her hand. The more she does personally, the more she gets it. You would take out that mascara wand and use the wrong side, not the bristly side, the wrong side, and she can put some mascara on the back of her hand. And I just say, before we start, I'm going to show how our mascara works, because before you start your skincare, you would always want to take off any eye makeup from the day that you were wearing. And so this is how our eye makeup remover works. It looks like it's greasy and oily and greasy. It's not. It has no oil products in it whatsoever. So when the lid's on, you're going to take it, shake it. You're going to put some on a waffle pad like this. And then you're going to hold it onto the eye area. And I usually count to 5, but I talked instead. So I say count to 5. And you are going to see how this is just going to come off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put lots of mascara, so I had 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just soaks it off. You can see when you hold it onto the eye area, and they count to 5 if they don't wear much. If they've got a lot of eye makeup on, count to 10. It just will soak on there, and then when it comes off, it just goes off like this, okay? Super easy, super fast, super clean. And then when you feel it, it's like, ooh, that feels beautiful. Okay, that is the first thing that we do. I do not take off their eye makeup at their first appointment, okay? I have some bobby pins. I picked these up at the Dollarama. And if anybody needs their hair held back, I use bobby pins, and then I throw them away after they use them. I never reuse them. Why? There's creatures that live in some people's hair. And so I don't want to be involved in that. It's just hygienic. Everything is disposable that we use for on people at appointments. Okay, this is the washcloths that came in. I'm just pitching that into the water right now. And we are going to, first of all, do the cleanser. Okay, so that was the cleanser, the mask, and the moisture. Cleanser, mask, and freshener. You use morning and night, morning and night, morning and night. Okay, how do you use that? You're going to take some out of the tube, and I've already put some out so I can demo it easier, faster. And it's going to look like this. Now, this is the creamy one, and if they use the one that is for oily skin, look at it. It's totally different. It's clear. It's got purple bubbles in it. And what's the difference? This one works for dry, normal skin, and this one works for combination oily skin. This one for combination oily skin has got to be bubbled up before it ever hits the face. Okay, and I like to, all my cleansers, this is how I do it. The one with the pink stripe for dry normal skin never bubbles, so. Okay, so I say wet your face and wet your neck. Pickles. I did it wrong. Okay, I do it on the back of their, I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so I have them do it on the back of their hand first. So we've done the hand, and I'm not just going to redo everything. So I'll put this cleanser, I'll just leave that one out. I'll show you with this one. Okay, so I say put a drop of cleanser in the back of your hand. Your hand, your face wants to be wet before you put cleanser on. This is how you rub it around. And then I just have a Bounty paper towel right here. And I just have them wipe that off with their wet Bounty paper towel. So that's how fast it is to cleanse your face. The two things to remember about cleansing your face are, it goes on, you want to wet your face first, and then you want to add water and bubble. Okay? All right, the next step is you would want to put your moisturizer on. And so that was really, really wet. They don't have to dry before moisturizer. So you put a drop of moisturizer on. And this is how you put moisturizer on. And they go, was that easy? Do you have any questions about that? And they'll say if they have any questions. Okay. Then the CC cream, this is your foundation, and this is matched to your skin tone. And put it on when your moisturizer is still wet on your face. And you will see that there's no lines. It goes on beautifully. So easy to apply. And then, whoop. Couldn't bang things. I say, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to your over. That took us about 30 seconds. So we're going to go over now and do your face. Okay, so you want to wet your facial skin. If they have eye makeup on and stuff, they don't take that off and you don't wash it off. You say just work around your eye color because we're not putting any on today. And do your throat. If they had the purple cleanser, they got to bubble it up on their hands before, or if they use the Voluferm for over 50 skin, got to bubble up. And then you wash it off with a face cloth. If you are in a shower, you don't have to. But if you're at a sink, you have to take it off with a face cloth. This is the one thing most people, and when you do your first checkup after they purchase, this is the one thing they don't hear you say. And I say, if you don't do that, what's going to happen is you're going to get white bumps and breakout. You've got to take it off with a face cloth unless you're in the shower. Now, I'm going to show you how to mask, and I don't have the black charcoal mask here yet. So I'm going to just pretend. And I've got a different mask sitting right on my little tray here. And so there's 3 ways to put on the charcoal mask. Number 1 is you can take it, and your skin's going to look black, and you do not want to get in the eye area. So I'm going to show you the 3 different ways, and you can decide how you want to show people. Finger, yes. And the charcoal mask is going to go on, and it is going to feel super easy to put on, like that. Some people put it on with the brush, the foundation brush, like this, all over. And the other option, see, I don't like the brush. It takes too much time, personally. I think people want to sell a brush, so they invented how to do that. Or you could put it on with a cosmetic sponge. There's 30 plus applications in a tube, and works out to less than 80 cents to do a masking on your face. Most charcoal masks are about $2.50 to $3 per application anywhere else. And the other thing about them, and you want to do your throat area too. Okay, now the charcoal mask, you guys need to sit and talk for a few minutes while that dries. So about 10 minutes. So what I do here is I talk about and show them the skincare packages. And I say, I'm just going to show you how you can get your product if you decide you'd like to have it. And you can make some decisions while you're thinking about it. So you can start off, and I can't see a thing without my glasses, totally blind. I shouldn't say that, because you know what you talk about comes about. I'm not totally blind. I can't see without my glasses. Okay, so set 1 is with your cleanser, your moisturizer, and your CC cream is 87, and you get to add one of the products, either the eye makeup remover, a mascara, or the concealer for $10. So you can choose one of those. Or you can go to the second set, which is your Time Wise Miracle set, and it has the one that has the day-night associated with it. And so that's a cleanser, moisturizer, foundation, the day-night solutions. That's $179, and you get to choose two. You can either choose an eye makeup remover and mascara, or whatever combination of two, from eye makeup remover, mascara, and concealer. So that's the sets that are available today. If you want to add the mask in, and the mask is you use it twice a week, and it's going to make a huge difference. If somebody had a lot of stuff on their face, I would take a before picture. I always like to take a before picture anyway. And if they had a lot, I would actually only mask half the face so they can see the difference. So when I was having them apply it, I would have them apply it to one side of their face so they can see that their pore size. I'm not kidding you. It is unbelievable. But it does this. It really truly does. This is not yak. This is real for real. And so they can see how it looks. And then I say, if you want to go ahead and add the mask, that's $26. Okay, to any set. This mask comes with a set because you wouldn't want to use it alone. It's not designed for you to not use it without a cleanser and a moisturizer. Okay, so, and I have pre-bagged my sets, as you've seen. So I've got my purple set with a purple ribbon on it, and it's got set number 1. It's all three. It's the skincare, the CC cream, the day and the night, and a gift with purchase. And I've got a sticker that says CC cream because I load them all with the most predominant color that I sell, which is light to medium. And if I need to change it out, I just swap it out of my switch box, which is explained on further pages in the workbook. This is the dry to normal, and it comes fully loaded, same thing. And also, each of them has the instruction sheet in it. And on here, I've got the dates that they can book their second appointment. And I say, you know what? Rather than purchase this, I would suggest you get this as a gift for having your second when you come to your color appointment and bring girlfriends. If you have a class of 5, you'll be able to get this for free. If you come with 2 girlfriends, you can have it for half price. Okay, so then it's time. Once they've masked, you've got to take your face cloth back again, and they've got to wash this off. And when it's got the mask on it, you want the water to be on the warm side, not hot, but nice and warm. And actually, them at the sink is going to make this so much easier because to get the mask off, you want a fairly wet face cloth. So I would suggest when they mask, they take it off in the shower. Most masks that are charcoal, you have to peel them off and it rips at the skin and tears the skin. Very bad idea. So this is designed. Now, we didn't use the charcoal mask because I didn't have one because it's brand new, but I know how it works, and it's incredible. Okay, so now we're going to put on our moisturizer. Everywhere, and a little bit on your throat area. Okay. Now, when this is still wet, you're going to take your CC cream. You're going to put a line down the center of your finger like that. You're going to blend it. Then you're going to go up and you're going to press everywhere. And then you're going to feather it down like that. Okay. And then I have them pull out their hair clip. And then I have them take the concealer, which you have to put on the stick for them, like this, so they can take it up. And I say, this is how you demonstrate this. Like this underneath their eye. If it works with their skin tone, you can also have them conceal any areas. I have adult rosacea, postmenopausal rosacea, and that was a gift from my grandmother, I guess, because she had it. Okay, so you take this, and they can just use their finger, and you blend it on top. And I just wipe my fingers off again, and then I just press in, and most people are pretty amazed that they can get their under eye circles. I'm working without a mirror. I mean, I'm working without a mirror, and I haven't got my glasses, so I can't 100% see what I've done here. And the next thing is, then I give them a little bit of lip gloss to put on. I use a stir stick. I just cut them up. Put some lip gloss on. The other thing that if she didn't have mascara on, or if she does, up to you, you can take a mascara wand. I use Black Ultimate. Put it into the tube, twist it like this, and they can add to the mascara. If they had mascara on, they can just go ahead and add side to side, thicker, makes the lashes look thicker. This way makes them look longer. This is tricky when you can't see. Side to side. I have a 10 magnifying mirror in my bathroom where I put all my makeup. Okay, so you throw that wand away after because it can't be reused. You can never double dip in anything. If you need more of anything, you have to go ahead and just get a second amount out. You have to re-dip. Get a new applicator and re-dip. Okay, so we've done everything. Now, if they were interested in the Miracle Set, if you want to show Miracle Set, I say because you can't actually feel a difference, let's just go ahead and put this on the hand you didn't do your little test on. So this is what the day looks like. Creamy. Now a little bit goes a long way, as you can see, and that has a 35 sunscreen in it. Absolutely amazing. And this is the night, and how you keep them separate is the stars, the little bubbles in there, are all the things that when they come through the pump, they burst, and you're adding all these fresh vitamins, and you just put that on like this, and you can see how far that little drop went. So one pump is way lots for everybody's face. If you got a tiny face, you need half a pump full. Okay, so that did my whole arm. I let them try the day and the night on their arm. So that's how I do that. Okay, so let's just review quick. We always do the hand picture. I never skip the hand. I go back to the hand. Now, when I'm talking about what we did today, then I'm going to talk about, so we did the basic on your face today with the charcoal mask. If you want the anti-aging, then you're going to use this set, and you're just going to follow the directions on how you apply it, because we don't start on the day-night right away. We stage it in, and you get to pick, with the first set, you get to pick one item at $10, which is half price. Or you can, with this set, you get to pick two, and they decide. Okay? So I just let them decide. This is the directions that I put in the back, and I want to explain this to you. So when you start on skincare, they start with their cleanser and their moisturizer and their CC cream for the first 7 days. On day 8, that's when they add in the day solution, and on day 15, they add in the night solution. And how do people remember that? Because I write on their sales slip what is going to be day 8, because I'm going to send her a text, and on day 15, this text says, "Hi, it's time to start on your anti-aging. You're going to just absolutely love what the day-night's going to do for your skin. So you can start with the day today, but you can't start with the night until next week on Wednesday or whatever the date is. So, and then on the 15th, I send her a text and say, oh, today's the day to start. Why do I do that? Because I have tons of people that have gone on the day-night miracle set and stayed on it for years and years and years. Other people, not consultants, tell me, well, I don't know, they tried it, but they didn't stay on it. And I said, yeah, you know why? Because they didn't stage it in, and they thought they had a problem with it. If somebody's never used a full 5-step system, and they add all these steps at once, their skin gets overexcited, I guess is the word you want to use, overactive, and it will sometimes react like it's having they think it's an allergic reaction. It's not. It's just overstimulated. So I have used this system forever, and I have not had any problem with it. So that's you follow these. If you're just starting on, this is how you're going to start, and this is how you're going to start all your customers. This tells them how to put on their CC cream or their concealer after their CC cream. They get to choose, and again, the eye makeup remover, they see it right here. It tells them how to use it. The mascara, side to side, and then lash line out. And the concealer, they've got the picture there. So they can choose 1 or 2 of these for $10, depending on what set they want. If they want the other piece, whatever it is, they just buy that at full price. There is no deal on that. There is no deal on that. It's at full price, okay? And at their second appointment, they have an opportunity to get $75 of free Mary Kay. How? $25 free Mary Kay if you have 3 girlfriends over 18, join you. $25 free product if you have $200 plus in sales. $25 free product when 2 guests book a future appointment. Add those 3 together, that's $75. That is valid for 1 month. After 1 month, this no longer applies, okay? So if they don't book and hold within the month, this doesn't apply. This is a one-time deal, and that is when they first start on the skincare that they are going to get a $75 bonus. If you have somebody who uses the Voluform set, which is the box set, which is for 50 and over. This is what it comes and looks like. It goes on and does exactly the same as the day-night. It's just got more advanced anti-aging in it. It's all about anti-aging. A couple pictures to show people. And the sets, it only comes as one set, 152, and they get the option to take 2 of these products at $10 as well. And how does this apply? You teach it exactly the same way. It's doing exactly what the Miracle Set with the day-night does, these 2 products, except it's more advanced. Okay? Again, it's like the raisin grape analogy, but what's in there is more designed for more advanced aging. Comes with directions, and it comes with the concealer, how to. It's got the same 3 products. They can pick 2. And when the 2 friends book, they can book and have the $75 special because it's the first time. Okay, so that's how you want to use this little handout. Okay, so let's say it's a color appointment. All right. I'm not going to take off my mascara. I will take off, if I was doing this, I would have her take everything off, but I don't want to take my mascara off because I don't want to take, I've already taught you that, so we don't need to teach that again. Okay, so it's second appointment. Color, this is what everybody fears most. It's super simple. Just use this system. It's just brainy, clever, simple. Okay, you have 1 color card, and on there, down underneath here, is written blue eyes. Just put a Post-it note over top that says light to medium. Anybody who has light to medium or very light CC cream would use the blue eye one. Forget about their eye color. Anybody who uses the medium or deep, medium to deep or darker, then they would use the brown-eyed color. For a lot of women, if you put this on somebody with brown eyes, it's way too much color. They just think that you don't know what you're doing, okay? So you want to go light. They can, if it's somebody who absolutely loves lots of color, don't worry about it. They'll love this look. It's really great. Okay, so how does this work? you've gone through the skincare again. I always repeat skincare. Every time they come for appointment, I do a repeat because I find people need to be taught things more than once. Okay, so you are going to lift off the plastic. They're going to lift it off. You can. I say if you can get the plastic off, you can be a consultant in Mary Kay because this is the hardest thing to do, is lift that plastic, pull it off, and this pulls open, but don't pull it open until you need it. It's the lipstick. Okay, so plastic off. You're going to rub that on there and you're going to get your color like that. And how are they going to apply that? Well, there's a picture of an eye there. They can apply it that way. Or you can have it all set out like this and call it the light nude. And depending on their CC cream, they can put it on like this. So I would say, Gayleen, do you wear color very much? No, actually I never do. So are you used to putting eye color on? No. Okay, I'm going to get you to do it this way today. And at home, if you decide to go with the compact, then you're going to be able to practice it and get this down to a science on how to do that. Okay, so you want to put your first color on above the crease line on both sides. So then I can't hold everything up at once here. So we're going to use the simple way. So above the crease, you put this light color like that. And I'm using a sponge tip applicator. And you can pick one of these two colors on your card. Which one do you think you want to put on? I want to put the second one on. It doesn't look as dark. Okay, great. So you go where your crease line is, and you can kind of see it. And if you can't find it, just press, and you will feel like a rainbow arch on your, just from there down, put the second color. Like that. Okay, and we'll pick up the rest off that card for this side. If this isn't perfect, guys, don't worry about it. I can't see what I'm doing, so if it's just bad job, well, that's a whole nother story. But okay, now I say just take it and just blend it so it's nice and soft. And they've done that. I say, great, good job. Okay, you're going to use a white, a cotton ball, all cotton, not a rayon blend mix, and you're going to pick up off your card some of this cheek color. If they get more than half of this cheek color, it's gonna be way too much, kind of Bobo the Clown look. So I just have them press on there across like smile. Just keep it up, 2 fingers away from your nose. So start at the top of your ear, work to the top of the 2 fingers like this. Keep it up, top of your ear, in, smile. And then once you've got most of the color off, then you can go ahead and just put a little bit on your cheeks like this. Ooh, that's a little Bobo Clowny looking. Okay, so now they put on their color, and I say now you can go ahead, and I either give them a stir stick, they can lift this up, they can put their lip color on with their finger like this. They can take a stir stick and just take a little bit off, put it on their lip, and then blend it around. So I'll get mine here and show you how that looks. I'm going to use a stir stick. Okay. And then I always go like that. Now, if this was at the second appointment, you could just do that amount, or you could say, okay, now I'm going to give you a drop of gloss to put over top of that. And I put the gloss on the stir stick, and they just put it in the center. I put a darker lipstick on just so you could see for effect how that worked. Now, you have the opportunity if you want. They can put an eyeliner on. These are the demo eyeliners. And I just, works like this, it's one-time use. You just roll it across here and underneath, and then across here and underneath. If you want to put a lip liner on, they can put a lip liner on before or after, it doesn't matter. And you just, like this, and you fill in the lip better before if they're using a fill-in lip, or they can put it on after. Okay, and then some mascara. And now I didn't take my mascara off because I don't want to take the time to put it on, but you're going to dip this in, give it to them, have them do it side to side. If they need more mascara, tell them to work fast. If they need more mascara, what's going to happen here is you're going to have to get another applicator. Now, if they were doing 3 eye colors, so that was just doing the simple eye color. If they were doing this eye color up top here, all they're going to do is pick up the 3rd eye color on their card. They're going to go like this, and then they're going to put that across this area on their eye, this area on their eye, just sort of it rides that little rainbow arch actually. This is the perfect look for everybody. There's nobody this isn't good for. Okay, and then I can put a little bit, fill it in here, fill it in there, and then blend it a bit, and fluff up their hair, and they're done. And you say, how does your skin feel? And they go, it feels amazing. How do you like your lip? Look, I like it. Great. All right. So that's what I do at the second appointment with them. We do all the skincare again. I make sure I mask them, and they can use the eye makeup remover on their eyes if they had product on, and then they're just going to use their color card based on their CC cream color. The brown one has too much color for most women. The medium to deep has too much color on it, and so what happens is they just, if you overdo the color, then they're not interested. So you want to keep it nice and simple. Okay, I carry one compact like this. If you're doing tons and tons of faces, rather than giving everybody a card, I actually lift color off here. But otherwise, this is just fresh and clean, brand new, and I just show them how that's going to look. So it's got the 3 colors. They can replace the colors as they run out. And underneath, when they lift this up, they put their brushes in there. Okay? Now I'll tell you, here's a hack. I've got the light to medium CC, anybody who's the light CC creams on the top, and I've got the dark C, the medium to deep CC creams all in one, and I just used double back tape, stuck it in, and then stuck these colors in because there's no magnet in the bottom part. And so I'm all ready, loaded to go. I do a lot of faces, so I don't want to use this many color cards. These are 50 cents each. I can use this and do hundreds of faces and not have to be worried about, I mean, it keeps my expenses down. If you do that, every time you have to preload, so I would have to take and preload all my colors with my sponge tip because I'm not going to, I can't bring it back in after they've used it. And for the 3rd color, if they want to put a 3rd color, I just give them a Q-tip. And actually that works great just for putting on 3rd color anyway, because it you know, you don't get too much. All right, so you kind of got everything that I know and I do at an appointment, but I want to show you a couple things. So I'm going to take you off here. Okay, I have, yes. Okay, I have, this is my demo roll-up, and that's what I work out of. So I've got all my skincare in the top, I've got my day-night here, I've got my CC creams, and I've got my color down here. I have my pre-bag sets that I take with me, and I have this sheet. I don't take my full handbook, I don't need my full handbook, but I make copies, print off page 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I'm doing time-wise, and I do them back-to-back, so that's only 2 copies. You can take them to a printer and get a whole bunch of copies done. So she gets a copy of this. She understands why she wants to use the anti-agers. She's got how do I use my skincare. She's got how do I figure out where that concealer went. And she has directions on how those products work. And she also has then in her hot little hands the $75 of free product. Now, this is for the gals that are going to use Voluform. So I print off this page, number 6, and you know how, page number 7 on the back. Then same directions, but only for your repair system. How to use the CC cream. How these extra products that she had an opportunity to purchase at $10, and also how she can have 75 free. So let's talk about that for a minute. So if this is 66 to fill this with her colors, and that leaves her some more money, she could actually almost get, she can get this and a portion of this for free by doing these 3 things at her appointment. If she only has 2 girlfriends come over, then she can buy this at half price, her mask. If there's $200 in sales, then she gets another 25 free. So she could put 25 free towards her compact. But if she has 3+ girlfriends over, and does this, then she gets $50. So the deal is, as long as she's doing what it says here, the only thing is if she just brings 2 girlfriends, then she's really not going to be qualified for the 75 free. She's qualified to buy the mask at half price with 2 girlfriends. And if they spent over $200, the girlfriends, then I would let her get her compact, $25 off her compact. Okay? So I've pre-bagged all my sets. That's important to know. I have all my products in the bag, so I never get to an appointment and not have everything. I've got my applicators that I take in the bag as well. So that tells you how I do a live appointment. Hope that helps, okay? If you have questions, make sure you send me an email. This is a little longer, but once you get the flow, and this is what I've been doing. How does that work?